You know how some brands just get you? It feels like they're reading your mind. Well, that's not magic, it's marketing. And the secret ingredient? It's all in the words. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on copywriting and show you how it can turn your marketing from just noise into a finely tuned conversion machine.
But first, before we dive into the cool stuff, we gotta face a pretty hard truth. A lot of marketing copy just doesn't work. And look, it's probably not because you're a bad writer, it's because you're playing by an old set of rules. So let's talk about the biggest thing that's likely holding you back right now.
You've totally been there, right? I mean, you pour all this time and energy into what you think is a brilliant campaign, and then crickets. It's so frustrating, and honestly, it happens all the time. But what if I told you there's a really simple, almost scientific reason why people are just scrolling right past you? Okay, here it is. The one thing that's going to change how you write forever. People don't read online. They scan. Think about it. We are just bombarded with information all day long. So our brains have learned to be super efficient. We just hunt for keywords and interesting bits. And if your message doesn't grab them in like a split second, poof, they're gone.
Our eyes do this crazy dance on the screen. We jump from a big headline down to a cool image, and then maybe we'll skim a few bullet points. You've basically got a 3-second window, tops, to make an impression. In that tiny amount of time, your copy has to work so hard and so fast that it literally stops someone in their tracks and makes them pay attention.
So, how in the world do you write for an audience that doesn't really read? Well, you don't. You write for scanners. And that's exactly where this modern solution comes into play. It's a really powerful new way of thinking that helps turn those passive scanners into actual paying customers.
And that solution is called dynamic content. Honestly, it's a total game changer. Just think of your copy as a chameleon, something that can instantly adapt to its environment. So instead of one single message for everybody, you're delivering a custom-tailored experience that speaks directly to each person based on who they are or maybe what they've clicked on before.
This really breaks down the massive shift in marketing. The old way, that static, one-size-fits-all copy, was like yelling into a giant, crowded room and just hoping the right person hears you. But the new way, it's like pulling each customer aside for a quick one-on-one chat. It's personal, it's relevant, and, you guessed it, it's way more effective.
All right, so you're probably thinking, okay, this sounds great in theory, but what does it actually look like? How do I do it? Don't worry, I got you. Let's walk through a few real-world examples of dynamic copy in action.
Okay, imagine you sell smartwatches. A college kid is searching for a budget-friendly smartwatch. They land on your site and see a headline that says, high-tech watches that won't break the bank. Perfect. They're interested. Now a CEO searches for a luxury smartwatch for business. They land on the exact same page, but the headline they see is executive smartwatches, premium style, powerful performance. See? Same product, but two totally different messages for two different people. That is dynamic content. And it's not just for headlines. You can get really smart with your buttons too, your calls to action. A brand new visitor? They're probably not ready to buy, so you give them a low-pressure button, something like learn more. But what about someone who's been to your site a few times, maybe checked out the pricing page? They're much warmer. For them, the button might change to get a demo or claim your discount. It's all about meeting people where they are in their own journey. Let's take it even further, to product descriptions. Say you're selling a car. For a family on a budget, you'll want to talk all about safety, gas mileage, and how much stuff you can fit in the back. But for someone looking for a luxury ride, you're going to highlight the premium leather seats, the incredible sound system, and the powerful engine. It's the same exact car, just described in two completely different ways to appeal to what each buyer really cares about.
Okay, so now that you've seen just how powerful dynamic copy can be, it's time to actually put it to work. And don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. Here's a simple 3-step playbook to get you started.
Step 1 is all about homework. You've got to know your audience. Who are they? What keeps them up at night? What are they trying to achieve? Create what we call personas, basically little character sketches of your ideal customers. Step 2 is where you get creative. You take all the benefits of your product and you rewrite them to speak directly to each of those personas. And finally, step 3. This is where the magic happens. It's all about connection. And this right here, this quote is everything. This is the secret sauce. The best copy isn't about being clever or having perfect grammar.
It's about being human. When you can make your reader feel like you truly see them, like you understand their problem, that's when you've earned their trust. And that's when they'll buy.
So what's the bottom line here? Is all this work actually worth it? Oh, you bet it is. Let's talk about the real-world payoff you can expect when you start, really making your words count.
Now, to really do this right, you'll probably want to make a couple of smart investments. First, if writing just isn't your thing, hire a professional copywriter. They are experts at turning customer insights into words that sell. And second, you'll want to look into some personalization tools. There's some amazing software out there that automates this whole process so you can deliver that personal touch at scale.
So what's the secret formula for modern marketing success? It's really this simple. It's the perfect blend of art and science. When you combine the art of really great empathetic copywriting with the science of dynamic content technology, that's your recipe for success. You're going to see more engagement, more trust, and yeah, a much healthier bottom line.
So I'll just leave you with this one question. Take a really honest look at your marketing. Are you just shouting at your audience, or are you actually starting a conversation with them? Your next big success story starts with the right words. So are you making them count?